Welcome back to A Better Choice Homestead and this week's edition of Tasty Tuesday. Tonight, it's kind of late. It is almost 6:30 and I am just now getting dinner started, so I want something that is really quick and easy, also delicious, and I'm going for a little bit of a comfort dish here because we are still in the low temps with a lot of rain. So this meal is going to be incredibly easy to throw together, especially because I have pre-prepped most of these things last year. So we're gonna start out with some mirepoix. Now I did do a video on making the mirepoix, which is basically your celery, carrots, and onions, which I chose to preserve some from my garden in this way. I'm gonna use 3 cups of that. I will put a recipe card in this video though so that you can have the instructions on how to make this. And I've had these in the freezer. And I just took them out to get them defrosted. I'm turning my skillet onto a medium. But if you're going to be making the mirepoix from scratch, then you're going to want to start on a medium high. So we're just going to get this warmed up a little bit. These are not freezer bags, I know that, but these were inside a gallon freezer bag, so they were fine. And I'm just gonna get this stirred around a little bit. We're just basically heating this through. If you were starting this from scratch, this would take you maybe 10 to 20 minutes because you'd have to cut all of the vegetables and then get them sauteed down until they were soft. So that's why doing some steps ahead of time when things are coming in from the garden just makes for such easy and quick meals. Now while that is getting warmed up, I'm gonna make a bit of a roux here. So I've got a few tablespoons of flour. And I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken broth to that. Again, this is home canned, this is chicken broth, not stock or bone broth. Just gonna mix that together. I'm gonna add enough that it's pasty. I don't even think I told you what we're making, did I? We are making a chicken and dumpling casserole. So we're gonna finish this off in the oven. It's gonna go super quick. I've got the oven preheating to 400 degrees. I'm gonna do just a little bit more. That looks good. It's thick and pasty. Now I'm gonna pour the rest of this straight into the pan. And we're gonna let that heat through. It's gonna take a minute for all of this liquid to warm up. I can turn the heat up now. I just didn't want it too high on those vegetables that were already cooked. So I'm gonna turn this back up to a medium high. And once this starts to get warm, I'm gonna add the roux, and we're gonna just whisk that until it starts to thicken. Then we're gonna add in 1 quart or 4 cups of cooked chicken. You can use rotisserie chicken, you can use chicken that you cook in your Instant Pot, you can use whatever kind of chicken that you have as long as it's cooked. All right, this is starting to heat up pretty good, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in that roux-ish kind of roux. And we're gonna get that whisked around, and this is gonna start to thicken up. Smells incredible already. Our oven is already preheated. This is gonna go so fast. Once this hits the oven, it only needs 15 minutes to cook. And while that is thickening up, we're gonna start making our dumplings. I have 1 cup of flour, and to that I am gonna add a teaspoon of baking powder, and a little pinch of salt. Get that mixed through. I'm just going to use the fork I already have down here. Just going to use the back end of it. And then we need some wet ingredients. So I've got about 1/3 cup of milk, and I use this little mixer container. It has a wire thing in it that just shakes things up and gets things broken down. So I'm just going to try to crack the egg right in here. Works great. I'm just going to add this in and we're going to mix it all together. Easy peasy dumpling batter. Really couldn't be easier. You can add additional seasonings in here if you'd like, maybe some oregano, some parsley, some thyme. I'm going for quick and easy. Just like that, the dumpling dough is ready. All right, now I'm gonna add some chicken to this pan. I have 1 quart of home canned chicken here. I do wanna reserve the broth. I'm just gonna pour that in a measuring cup for the moment, because my dogs love this on their food. We're gonna get this into the skillet. This is thickened up nicely over here. I'm gonna break down those pieces. When you home can chicken, it's very shreddable, but it comes out in clumps. So I'm just gonna break it down. Smells so good, so good. And to that, I'm gonna add 1 cup of peas. These are sweet peas from my freezer. They'll finish cooking in the skillet as well as in the oven. So basically, it's a pot pie mixture. This would be an excellent pot pie mixture. Get that nice and stirred. And then I'm gonna go in with just a little salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is to taste. I would recommend about a teaspoon of salt and maybe half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm gonna do a little more. There's a lot of sauce in here. Get that mixed through. And of course you can taste test this along the way to make sure the seasonings are to your liking. I can go ahead and turn this off. Our oven is fully preheated, so now we just have to assemble the dish. This part is just as easy as the rest. I have a Pyrex baking dish here, and I'm just going to pour this amazing casserole filling right in. Make sure I get all of that veg and sauce in here. This looks so good. It smells divine. So incredible. And now we're just gonna drop some dumpling balls all across the top. And I'm not gonna make them too big because I'm hoping I'm gonna have enough of this left over that I can try to freeze dry some of it. I've not tried to freeze dry dumplings, so that'll be interesting. I don't even know if there will be any left, but just in case. I'm going for smaller dumplings. You can make them as big as you want. Dumpling is basically just a sticky dough. Such an easy recipe, such a quick meal, especially if you already have the stuff pre-done, like I had canned chicken, I had the canned broth, and I had the Mirepoix all ready to use. Because I like prepping that way, just to make my life easier down the road. I think we can scrape one more dumpling out of here, maybe a small one. And it can go right here. "15 minutes in the oven and we can eat." I barely had enough time to get all the dishes done, and it is actually time to take this out of the oven. 15 minutes, that's it. This looks fantastic. It smells incredible. And it's gonna taste great too. I'm gonna let that cool for just a few minutes and then we'll give it a taste. Look how incredible this looks. So creamy, so rich, so delicious. It's gonna be filling and hearty. It's gonna warm you right up on a cold day like today. Let's give it a try. Probably still a little bit hot. Or a lot hot, but I do like my food hot. That is so perfect. The celery still has a good bite to it, even though it was made last fall and frozen all winter long. It has really good flavor. The onions and the carrots and the peas. This is so delicious. Just what you need to shake the chill off. And of course, chicken is the feel-good food. It's why people eat it when they don't feel well. Raises the serotonin level in your brain, just making you feel better. So let's get a bite with some chicken. This is so, so good and so easy. Let's try some dumpling. Dumpling got some good color on it in the oven. It's got a little sauce on it as well. It's perfect. So you can dip your dumplings right into the sauce here. It's why we made it extra saucy. Delicious. One more bite. That has such incredible flavor. I will post the video of where I made that mirepoix, as well as a video for canning chicken, in case you'd like to have some pantry staple ingredients that allow you to get dinner onto the table in 20 minutes. Truly nutritious fast food. My name is Kelly, you're at A Better Choice Homestead, and I do hope you come back and visit again soon.